Hey, what's going on, guys? So Bungie just released a blog update today talking about the dawning and the fact that it's coming back on December 19th, which is next week's reset. Quite possibly the thing I'm looking the most forward to is snowball fights. This is something that they haven't done before in any of the previous iterations of the dawning. And what they're going to do with it is they're going to have snowballs everywhere in the tower and in the farm, and on strikes, they said too. And you can basically pick them up and throw them at each other in the tower or the farm, or you can use them in strikes to actually deal damage to potentially a boss or an enemy, and you also stun them too. So that stun hasn't really been properly defined, I guess, because it doesn't say if it's going to apply to bosses and trash mobs alike. So potentially you could do a strike with nothing but snowballs. Now, I don't know if that's actually accurate. They haven't really explained a lot of how snowballs work. However, this sounds like a very fun addition to the dawning, and it's one that I'm glad they're bringing in because it's going to spice up all activities and not just your time in the tower or your time in the farm. So we're going to have a different experience no matter what we're doing, hopefully. Now, this is probably not going to be part of the raid or the raid lair, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, those are very high-level endgame activities, so I kind of understand that. Also in this update, we're getting back Mayhem. Finally, I am so excited about that. It's my favorite playlist of all time from D1, and I'm glad to see it return in Destiny 2. Hopefully permanently, but we haven't really seen for sure if that's going to stay as a permanent part of the Crucible or not. However, if you haven't played it before, maybe you're new to D2, Mayhem essentially is a Crucible playlist in which all of your abilities, your super, your grenade, your melee, and possibly your class ability will recharge incredibly fast, and so basically all you're going to be seeing is those abilities. You're probably going to see very little gunplay, if any, and you're going to be seeing tons and tons of grenades. Get ready for pulse grenades, get ready for possibly solar grenades or fireball grenades, and those Axion darts. They also mentioned that the luminous engrams you normally get from milestones are going to be switched out for dawning engrams, so you get more chances at dawning gear. And speaking of dawning gear, Tess Everest will also have her shelves updated every single week. However, they go on to mention that on one of those weeks, I'm going to guess the last week, you're going to see all of her dawning inventory in her shelves at one time, giving us possibly a second chance at all of that gear if you can grind hard enough. And the last part of this blog post gets into something called gifting and receiving. Essentially, you can go and craft a gift with a schematic you get at the bazaar, give it to a vendor who then gives you a gift in return. They don't say what the gift is going to be or if it's going to be just more dawning gear, but I'm going to try it out and see what I think. This could be a pretty fun thing. I don't really know. Maybe it could be meaningless, but we won't really know until the dawning actually happens. They do say you can do this once a day. So if you liked the video, leave a like. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. GG.